Hello. Sorry, I'm trying to find a good angle. Okay, so it's me again. Apologies if this video is a little bit noisy because I have my windows rolled down because it is May 3rd, 2:44 p.m. It's currently 70 degrees out and it's a beautiful day. And this is week 12 of The Artist Way. And it's my last check-in! Yay! I'm so excited to do this check-in. I'm also a little bit sad because I just can't believe it's over. And I can't believe I committed to this thing for 12 weeks. I can believe that, but I can't believe the change that I've undergone in these 12 weeks. It has been crazy. And I just want to say, I've been saying this for the past few videos, but I just really do want to say thank you to everyone who has encouraged me throughout this time, all of my friends and family who have, you know, rode this journey with me, and to everyone who found me online through these videos. I don't know if anyone has like really just stumbled upon me randomly. I know some people have gained some subscribers and stuff, which has been really cool to see, but I'm glad you're here and I'm excited to check in with you one last time. I think I might make a little bit of a habit of doing this, maybe not every week, but like a monthly check-in, or kind of like do more like vlogging stuff, because I really do enjoy this. I was trying to get on like a vlogging wave on like TikTok, but honestly TikTok is really like addictive for me, and I've deleted it. I still have my account, but like I deleted the app off my phone, and well, God knows what's gonna happen with the app anyway. Just saying. But also I really love YouTube, and I really love the community on YouTube. I always have since I was a kid. Like I've always been a big YouTube watcher and like fan of vloggers on here. So I used to be a little bit afraid to dabble into other realms within like social media and like online community, because I want to be taken seriously as an artist, but like I'm kind of releasing that inhibition because I just feel like I'm a musician, yes, but also I'm a person, and like I have a personality, and I'm pretty charismatic, and I enjoy watching stuff like this. So like, and I also enjoy making it and interacting with people online, and I don't want to act like, I don't want to sit here and pretend to be mysterious. Like I find that kind of corny, you know? So I'd rather just be authentic and make these videos. Oh my god, somebody's coming. But okay, so the first question is, how many days this week did you do your morning pages? Have you accepted them yet as a permanent spiritual practice, and how was the experience for you? Sorry, I just like nervously started reading that because this lady was walking this way and my window is pretty much wide open, so mama definitely heard that whole entire spiel. But yeah, back to the check-in. I love my morning pages, did them 7 days this week, did them every single, I actually did my morning pages every single day for these past 12 weeks. And that's another thing, is like I love the fact that like I can look back at this time and it be fully documented. Like I want to show my kids that. I want to like be able to look back when I'm achieving all the things that I'm dreaming of now, and read those pages and understand what it was I was going through on a daily basis. I think that is such a beautiful thing to have, like that never goes away, you know? So I think morning pages are super essential for so many different reasons, but also, yes, I have accepted them as a permanent spiritual practice, and I love them a lot, and I don't know if I'll ever stop doing them because they have changed. Like I was actually just writing about that today, just like reflecting on the whole journey. Okay. Guys, sorry. You know the windows are open. But yeah, like just reflecting on the whole journey, and like the morning pages change the trajectory of my days. They've changed my relationship with God. They've changed my relationship to my craft. They've changed so much for me, and like have just helped me be more present and grounded and reflective of so many different elements in my life. And I think that they are such good spiritual, they're such a good form of spiritual upkeep and like hygiene, if you will. And I just really love that. I really appreciate it, because sometimes it can be hard to find your footing. And your morning pages give you that stability, and they just allow you to check in with yourself. They allow you to witness your own growth if you read them back, you know what I mean? They allow you to, if you really sit there and read them, you can see who or what you're talking about. If you're talking about it too much, if you're not talking about it enough, if you're avoiding things, you know, it's such a good metric for so many things. Like it really is a game changer. It's definitely my favorite takeaway from this entire journey, and I encourage all of you to do your freaking morning pages, bruh. Like, it can be rough at the beginning and just like fitting it into your routine, but like it's super worth it. And you know, we make time for the things that are important in our lives, so I encourage you to make time for it. Okay, question numero dos. What was your art? Oh, just kidding. I literally freestyled that. That's not what the page says. Did you do your artist date this week? Will you allow yourself these on a permanent basis as well? What did you do and how did it feel? Yes, I'm currently sitting in the parking lot of my artist date, and I went thrifting. Super exciting stuff. I'm trying to wean off of fast fashion. I have been trying to for a long time, but I'm trying harder these days. And well, yes, I don't want to be consumerism Barbie, so I went thrifting. And I mean, I have gone thrifting before. Like I thrift a lot of my clothing, but yeah, it was just nice to kind of like go shopping. My body has changed because I've been working out a lot, so like it was nice to kind of like get some new stuff for myself and just kind of reward myself a little bit. And I got a decent amount of pieces for, I spent like 20 bucks, so that was pretty freaking awesome. I'm into like big ass like holes like huge warehouse thrifts, and then you just like put your headphones on and you freaking go to town sifting. The only thing that this thrift shop was like super freaking packed, and also it was in Long Island. I'm not gonna dox. I'm not a gatekeeper, but like I'm gonna not reveal this for the sake of my safety on the internet. But this thrift store was in Long Island, and there was hella Dominicans in there, like so many Dominicans. For those of you who do not know, I'm Dominican and Puerto Rican, half and half, best of both worlds, whatever you will. And yeah, it was freaking awesome. I got some cute stuff. I wanted to get some shorts for the summer, and I wanted to get some tops and stuff because I just feel like I said, like my body's changed a lot, and I want to feel confident and comfortable in my clothing. What's a freaking girl to do? So went thrifting. It was pretty freaking cool. I didn't get the pieces that I thought I was gonna get, but I got really cool stuff anyways. Like I got really cool 2 pairs of cargo shorts. One of them is a man's. I love men's clothing. Like I feel like I may have like more, maybe not more, but honestly just as much. I own just as much men's clothing as I do women's clothing. I'm a huge thief of my dad's closet. Like, I definitely have more hand-me-downs from my dad than my mom, which, like, fuck the gender binary. Androgyny's in. Like, I don't know what to freaking say. I've kind of always been that way though. Like, if you see pictures of me from when I was little, you know how like little girls wear like their mom's stuff? Like, I would have like the bust down heels on and then have like my dad's wardrobe head to toe and then like a bra on top of everything. So like, I've always been this way, just to give you guys a little bit of like an understanding into the window of who I am. But yeah, the date was really cool. I also thought about artist dates this morning in my morning pages, because I feel like my morning pages have been something that like I've just been like committed to from the get. But my artist dates, like, one week I skipped it. There's like multiple weeks where like I kind of did like the same thing, like just like went to the park and stuff, or like stayed in and watched a movie, like things like that. Like, I didn't put as much effort into my artist dates as I did for my morning pages. And I feel like moving forward, I kind of want to like put more effort into my artist dates. I was reflecting on how important they actually are, because Julia Cameron, the author of The Artist Way, she talks about morning pages and artist dates like working in tandem, in the sense that the morning pages kind of drain your brain of like things that just need to come out of you, right? And then your artist dates replenish you and fill up that creative well within, so that you have things to tap into when it comes time to being creative and kind of honing in on that energy more. And I thought that was a really beautiful analogy. She kind of explains that at the very beginning of the book. But as time has gone on, I've noticed how important, if you guys notice, if you watch all of my videos, the 1 week where I was like having a mini crash out was the week that I skipped my artist date, which I don't believe in coincidences, but I think that was a huge what's the word? It was very indicative of the fact that I had neglected my alone time that week. I'd neglected the effort that I should be putting into myself, right? Like, I think that spoke volumes for me, and ever since then I'd kind of made sure to do something at least. But yeah, I think artist dates are super important, and they're very they're good self-care, and they're important to, I'm a person where like I like to do things alone a lot anyways. Like, I like to have the ability of spending time alone. I like to enjoy my own company, right? Like, not a lot of people, or not, I shouldn't say not a lot, not everyone feels comfortable in their own company. I at one point did not, but like, I've come into being the person who, I like to go to the movies alone, and I like to go to restaurants alone sometimes, and I just like to be alone sometimes. And I think prioritizing your artist dates is super important, because you should want to spend time with yourself, and you should want to be able to give yourself beautiful and enjoyable experiences. I think I wrote that word for word this morning in my morning pages, and just kind of understanding like, I deserve to have a good, beautiful Saturday outside. Like, I deserve to take myself out, and, you know, like Monday to Friday, I'm on a pretty tight schedule in terms of I'm writing most days. I'm in the studio about once a week. I go to the gym 5 times a week. You know, I like to get up early. I do my morning pages. I have dinner. I spend time with my family. Things like that. And I feel like my artist dates are for me. Like, I get to do whatever I want. I get to get out the house. I get to do something fun and like treat myself. And it doesn't even have to be with spending a lot of money. I'm not interested in spending a lot of money these days, and like doing these like grand things, but you can get creative. creative. And yeah, so I think it's really important to do your artist dates, and I definitely want them to be permanent in my life as well, because it's freaking awesome and it's nice. I also feel like, you know, as I get older, eventually I'll be in a relationship and stuff, and I think that I'll always keep my artist dates because I want to be someone who has an identity independent of their romantic relationship, or any other relationship for that matter. It doesn't even have to be necessarily romantic, but you know, just being able to still do things on my own and for myself, and because I want to do them. And you know, I've always said, like, I don't think not having someone to go to something with, or not having anyone to do something with, is never a reason not to do something. I've always believed in that. Like I said, I go to the movies alone. I go to concerts alone all the time. I would say most of my leisurely activities I do alone. Like, I've always had like different interests from the people around me and things like that, and like I want to always be able to honor those things and respect my sense of self, you know, and like my wants and my needs and stuff. So yeah. Oh my god, I think some lady's like, I don't know what she's doing. Sorry. I don't know. If they're fighting, I think they're fighting. I think they may be fighting a little bit. Ooh, let me not be nosy. Anyways. Okay, question number 3. Guys, can you tell I'm stalling? Can you tell I just don't want to let you go yet? Also, I'm really sorry again if it is very noisy. It's hot out and I don't want to turn my car on because I don't want to freaking waste gas and put the AC on, and that'll be noisy in here for sure. So yes, let me pull up my handy dandy note once and for all. Okay, my first synchronicity is, I'm gonna just read this verbatim and see if I can even remember what I was talking about. Okay, my first synchronicity is, I journaled last week about how God is so good that his will for us usually ends up being our heart's deepest desire. It's the inner knowing that serves us as a compass to steer us in that direction. The reading for this week said, our truest dreams for ourselves is always God's will for us. Period. I did journal about that. I journaled about how God is so good that, essentially, I'm going to repeat myself, but whatever. God is so good that if you notice, like, the things that we dream about and the things that we most want to accomplish in this life, or the people that we love the most, and, you know, things like that, they're usually what God has purposed for us. Like, my dream ever since I was a little girl was to be a pop star. I always wanted to be like Hannah Montana. That was literally my dream. And life took me on a roller coaster, and I literally ended up like going after that dream, you know what I mean? And I didn't know that when I was little. I didn't understand that it's because that's what made my heart sing. That's what set my soul on fire, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what I was purposed to do. And it always comes back around. I feel like that's like the things that, like, that's how good God is. That's how that type of stuff works, you know? And it's so purposed and purposeful in itself, having those desires put on your heart. That's what I mean, like, if you've ever heard me say, like, God put this God put this dream on my heart, or God put these feelings on my heart, and these thoughts, you know, like I believe that God makes us feel certain things, or allows us to feel certain things and view things from a certain perspective in order for us to like be steered in specific directions. Like I believe we have free will, but I believe that it's in God's controlled environment, and so like he can kind of do what he will with us. Like he's inside of us and he's all around us, so there's nothing he can't do, you know. And I thought that was very interesting that the book said our truest dream for ourselves is always God's will for us. I freaking know that to be true. So that was awesome. My second synchronicity is that I've been seeing a lot of like recurring, or like there's been a lot of like matching up of like what's going on in my world versus like what I'm seeing like in the media that I'm consuming. So like I'll say something, or I'll be writing something, or I'll be like somebody around me will have just said something, and then I'm watching a TV show, or I'm listening to a song, or I'm watching a video on YouTube, and those exact words are like, I'm hearing them in my reality, and I'm hearing them like through the things that I'm consuming, which has been super freaky. Like very random things, very, very random things, but it's like such a freaky synchronicity. Like it's been interesting to see that, because I'm not sure like what it's supposed to mean, but like it's definitely been like matching up in that way. And then my third synchronicity was I was thinking of making, this kind of goes on with the second one, but this is like a more specific example and something that I was like, came home from the gym, I turned on White Lotus, I'm on season 3 now, and the part that I'm on too right now is like, oh my god. Lachlan, what have you done? Anyways. What have you done, mate? What have you done? I still love him though. Like I actually do love him. Anyways, I was thinking of making a protein shake post gym, and Saxon, aka my worst enemy, aka my arch nemesis, aka I really don't freaking like you, Saxon made one right as I was getting up to go make one. I was about to pause the show, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a protein shake," and I was like, "Ew, I don't even want that shit no more." Yeah. I do not like that man. Anyway, you know, like when you don't like a character so much that even the actor irks you? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about Abby from The Last of Us. Yeah, mama. I want to fight her. Like I actually do want to fight her, but I'm a lover, not a fighter, so whatever. I did love her in Unbelievable though. She's a great actress, but she pissed me off. That's neither here nor there. Let's move on, right? I'm getting hot. Okay, question number 4. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. Well, I'm trying to think. I kind of just made like a poop face, but whatever. I don't know if I have any issues this week. I think I use my phone a little too much. I'm trying to lower my screen time, but it's really hard because I like being on my phone. I know. I'm a bit of an iPad baby. I will admit it. As much as I love to touch grass, as much as I like to be mysterious and kind of live, laugh, love, nature, girly, like for me is that damn phone, for real. So I could use my phone less. I think that would be more conducive to me getting things done for sure. But I also feel like I'm just in a good place. And I feel very content with my current routine. I feel fulfilled creatively, and like I know what I'm working towards. We have a bit of a ways to go, but I'm on the way, which I'm like aware of and I'm intentional about, so I don't feel bad about anything and I don't like beat myself up or anything. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I don't think there's been any issues. I think I'm just living my life, and this book has taught me a lot about going through the motions and identifying things and just kind of like nipping things in the bud when it comes to distractions or vices or toxic environments or people or anything. Like I feel like I'm able to protect my artistry more. I'm able to protect myself more. I'm able to be more productive. I'm able to believe in myself more. I'm able to be more faithful. And yeah, like I don't have any issues, but I will say that a huge takeaway from this is just the way, like I already had a really strong relationship with God in my opinion, and it's something that I've cultivated throughout my entire life, but specifically the past 2 years I've really been on a journey where I feel like I was in isolation with God, and I was being consecrated in a way, and I think God really like kind of called me in and wanted me to get to know him in a very different way than I had known him before. I feel like it wasn't intimate before. I always knew God, but I didn't have a relationship with him, if that makes sense. And I think that this book has blown my mind. It's made me more comfortable in my own faith. It's made me more accepting of my relationship with God and allowed me to open my heart to God more, which I love. Like that is irreplaceable and it's priceless. And yeah, I'm very grateful for this journey, and I'm very proud of myself for being able to fulfill it and accomplish this thing. And I'm so excited to see what awaits me. Having all of these tools on my belt now and going out and being able to apply them is a very big blessing in itself. So that concludes my last check-in for the Artist Way. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you for coming on this journey with me. I encourage you to read this book and to start this journey for yourself. I encourage you to get to know God because he loves you and he's waiting to receive you. And yeah, we're all creative. You are creative in whatever way it is. If it's painting, writing, singing, dancing, playing baseball, doesn't matter. We're all creative and we all have a purpose here, and I encourage you to go after that thing because you deserve to feel your purpose alive in your life. So yeah, thank you for watching. Maybe I'll post more on here, but until then, I'll see you later, my friends. And I hope you take care, be safe, Love you. Bye.